What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Savvy, and today I'm going to be reviewing the latest chapter of Begin After Then, chapter 86 of season 4, episode 1. So if you guys are excited for this kind of content, which is going to be new to the channel, please remember to smash that like button. Man, it really shows that you guys are, one, loving the Begin After Then and loving my reactions and my content, and it supports the channel and its series itself. So yeah, it'll be much appreciated. Let's try to get 100 likes. Let that be the heat meter for this video. I know we're gonna blow out the water. The family's way too strong for Begin After the End, and man, I'm just excited to bring more content about this series to the channel. So please, let's just get that benchmark. That's just the benchmark, but it's not the limit. 100 likes for the heat meter. And also, since it's going to be a new segment I'm adding to the channel, I'll give a little breakdown before we dive deep. So basically, I'm going to do like a whole quick synopsis of the actual chapter. I'll show a few panels that stuck out to me so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, so you guys will understand what I'm dissecting. And also, I'll be talking about certain things that are different that I just wasn't expecting within the chapter, and then we'll have a little discussion towards the end. And also remember, I'll be doing light novel readings of the Begin After the End on the channel as well too, and then in turn I'll be dissecting those chapters along with the webcomic chapters in my analysis video. So for example, the last light novel reading I did, I'll be doing analysis between that one and then this chapter of the webcomic that just came out, and then talk about the differences and the similarities within the chapter. So if you guys are excited about that too, stay tuned because it's going to get even hotter. And remember also, if you want to catch the live reactions, hit me up on Discord. Join the family, join Discord over there, because I'll be notifying every single one of you guys on Discord when I'll be going live on Twitch. And literally, this stream was insane. I literally just broke a record of how many people I had in one stream, which is awesome. Man, I'm not lying when the family's so strong for Begin After the End. You guys have shown me a lot of support. We literally had almost 50 people in the live reaction. Man, I am enjoying it, and I hope you guys are enjoying it as well too. Stay tuned because I want to see more of you guys there, and you guys can enjoy the heat, because on Tapas, if you guys didn't already know, they come out with the chapters faster than any other site, because that's where you actually have to pay for it. And all the other free sites, it takes a few hours to get it. So if you actually want to catch it as soon as possible with me on live stream, tap in, man, tap in. I can't say it enough, man. Join the family over there. It's going to be something that you're going to enjoy if you enjoy Begin After the End. So yeah, remember, smash the sub button as well too, and join me on Patreon if you're able to. If you're not able to, that's 100% fine. That's just a place where you can actually see the live reactions if you cannot make the times on Twitch. So I'll be saying that a lot because I want you guys all to catch the heat as soon as possible. So without all out the way, I hope you guys all excited for this review. So with that being said, let's get straight into that heat. Alright, so chapter 86, we basically start off with, Elijah waking up Art. He's sleeping, he doesn't want to wake up. And I feel like that's a trope with Art. Like, he's a heavy sleeper. He just doesn't want to wake up. I'm assuming that's probably because, like, he's so tired from training or something. Like, that's just how he is. But yeah, Elijah's waking him up. They don't want to miss the first day of school at all. And then during that time, Sylvie wakes up and then gets pissed off because he's attacking Art, I'm assuming, but it's not really said, and scratches Elijah's face and everything. And Art wakes up finally. He gets ready. He looks in the mirror, and he's just getting ready for school in 5 minutes. They both get ready. We see the battle mage outfits for Elijah, and we see the scholar mage outfits for Art. And personally, I'm digging the actual outfit for the scholar mage. Personally, for me, it looks a little bit more tapered. I like the design a lot better than maybe it's just because of how Art's rocking it, but I just like the design for it. So Art wakes up, they get ready for school, and they eat breakfast, and they're basically just talking with the family. Elijah is asking the mom to heal his scratches on his face because he doesn't want to go to school like that. He heals it, and then they just have some playful banter about the dad saying we raised Arthur pretty well, and the mom's saying no, like I'm pretty much I raised him, and the only time he raised Art is when he was in trouble. And that was pretty cute. And it's kind of cool. Like, Elijah seems like he's like adopted within the family. It's pretty dope. There is differences within the light novel. I'll be doing that in the actual analysis portion. So yeah, They also, they eat breakfast and they end up going to school. He says goodbye to his family, Art, and then he tells them, remember you have the pendants and be careful, and tells the little sister, watch out for um tells the little sister to look out for mom and dad, and he's off. They go to the school, and honestly, the school is beautiful. I will put some panels in this reaction so I can show you guys. The artwork for the school is freaking sick. Like, I'm really enjoying it. They did a really good job about the scenery and just like the design for it. Oh man, it blew my expectations out the water. I really preferred it. And yeah, they end up going to school. Yeah, so there's a announcement ceremony in the school, which I'm assuming is like orientation. They're just going to talk about what's going to happen this year, because this is a year where they're adding, new races, elves and dwarfs. So this year is going to be bigger than any other year. Plus, art's in the mix. So it's going to be great to see how the dynamic will actually go, like with the racism. That's what I'm really interested to see. We know there's going to be racism, but I wonder how big that role will play and how far it will go. Would it just be bullying, or would it literally be like killing like other races? Because we know everyone's not super arms up for all these races to come in. There's still a lot of humans that are racist towards like dwarfs and elves. So I'm really excited to see that interaction with different races and seeing if they could actually become one. So this is going to be interesting. And the person that's announcing the ceremony is Good Sky. So she's back in action. It's so sick to see her. She looks like she aged a little bit within this chapter. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's just the artwork, but it looked like she aged a little bit. But she showed off her sound magic, silencing the whole room in the auditorium, and it was pretty dope to see that she could just do that on a whim. And she's basically doing that because she doesn't want to speak up because of her age and everything. And then she just announces that this is going to be the best time because we have more faces and more races. And with that being said, we're going to introduce the people that's going to be managing you guys throughout the school, and that is the student council. And it's awesome. We get to see some interesting faces. We don't get any names for them, unfortunately. We do get names in the light novel that I'll go in detail later on in the analysis. So the names that we actually got was Lilia. We already know she's part of the student council. Two guys walk out, blonde hair and like an orange hair dude. I'll put it in the put it somewhere in the video. But yeah, they walk out. We don't get any names, surprisingly. So we don't know who they are exactly. And then we get Lilia, and then our boy Elijah's cheering, and then Art in this panel, he's not even cheering at all. It was like not even saying anything to her. So interesting. I don't know why he wasn't cheering. And we see this dude that looks pretty, serious. Black haired, he looks pretty basic to me. He might be something serious, but we shall see. And then what we were all waiting for, we only see a foot at the right when the panel comes. Like, we only see a foot. We don't know who it is, but right after we see that foot step out, we actually see all the boys blush. And right when I saw that, I'm like, yo, it's Tess. It has to be Tess. And I love the transition, how they did this. Literally, like Elijah's like saying, whoa, like, who is that? And this brings to light because Art never really talked about TESSIA at all to Elijah. And Elijah never seen TESSIA. And he's like starstruck. He's like, whoa, who's this? And then we just see Sylvie, sleeping, and like she peeks up because like this whole time she's like sleeping, nothing's like, really surprising her. And right when she sees TESSIA, she gets hella excited. And bro, that's when I started geeking, dude. Like she gets up, she's happy, she's smiling. And we just see Art just relaxing, like smiling, like, yeah, long time no see. And we actually get to see TESSIA, Tess. And personally, she looks good. Don't get me wrong, she looks good. However, she looks a little different. Especially in the face. I'm not too sure if I'm liking it or not. Like, maybe we only get to see one panel, mind you. This might be just like the genre or the angle or something, but maybe she's just trying to look like serious, but she's not really frowning. She just has like a calm demeanor. Yeah, I like the outfit style too, but this is interesting. Maybe they were trying to do a little bit too much. I hope this is not, for personally, I hope it looks a little bit more like her. Because just in the face, it just doesn't look like TESSIA. I literally thought it was like another elf for a second. Until I saw like Art and everyone like, like smiling, long time no see Tess. I like the designs too. Personally, for this chapter, I will give it, honestly, if I had to rate it 1 out of 10, I'll give it an 8.5. I'll give it an 8.5 because there's certain things that I wish we could have seen, which is basically, you know, I wanted to see TESSIA actually say something, or another panel of her, like, you know, just her face, just to see if this is just like one angle, but we didn't get that. And also I would like to definitely see the names of the people that actually came out. Like, there's a few people part of the student council, and I'm pretty sure in the light novel they're pretty big deals. They're part of the student council, but we didn't get any names for literally any of them. Not for the dude with the black hair, not for the 2 boys that walked out before them. We know Lily's already part of it, but we don't get any names for them. I wish we got some introductions of, like, you know, who they are, like what family they're a part of. That would have been really awesome to see, like, oh, maybe he's from the Wings family, or like a family like maybe like Vincent or like Art Knows or something. Like, we didn't get anything like that. So, and we didn't even get to see, it looks like, from what I'm just looking, like from the student council, the 2 dudes, the blonde hair and the orange dude, they both look like they're human. And then we get Lilia, she's a human. And then we got the dude with the black hair, kind of is a little similar to like Elijah, but we're not even sure if Elijah is even a dwarf. So he looks human to me. I'm assuming he's a human. You guys can let me know in the comment section below too. But yeah, he looks human. And TESSIA is the elf. She's the only one outside of, you know, being a human. And there's no dwarfs. There's no dwarfs. So I don't know how I feel about that. They should at least have one dwarf in the student council to represent each race that is within Cyrus Academy, but that's not the case. We didn't get that. So I hope that, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the black haired dude is an elf. I mean, is a dwarf, but he looks pretty tall, and dwarfs are supposed to be short. So I don't know what to say about that. That's why I'm rating this at 8.5. All in all, it was a great chapter. I love seeing Cyrus Academy. It was pretty dope to actually find out about, you know, just seeing the scenery and all the kids and like the interactions with you know, we didn't see any fights yet, but like people are looking down on scholar mages, which is interesting because, you know, Elijah alluded to that, saying they're going to be looking down. So that's going to be like another part of, like, you know, segregation, and along with like racism. I'm assuming there's going to be racism, so I'm excited to see that as well. Hopefully we get more insight. What you guys are saying? What's the difference between dwarf and an elf? The difference is basically an elf, like their ears. You could definitely tell that their ears are more pointy, and then a dwarf will most likely be a lot shorter. So like, for example, when we saw like the lances, they were basically, the dude dwarf was super short compared to everyone else, and the girl dwarf, and most of them are like a little dark skinned, and you can just tell like they're a lot shorter than the humans and the elves. And elves, they're a little bit more pale to say, and that's why you could kind of tell, like, all the boys that came out in this chapter, I'll put in the panel, you can tell they're not elves because of the ears, and they're definitely not dwarfs because they're not that short, and they just don't look like a dwarf race. So that's pretty much the difference you keep in mind. But mainly it's the ears. That's where you could like differentiate the dwarfs and the elves and the humans. It's the ears. And yeah, this is awesome. I really like the designs a lot. I really love the design. That's like what I love the most from this chapter. The artwork, the design for Cyrus Academy, and the uniforms. I really dig the Scholar Mage uniforms, just personally for me. And also, I want to see something that we didn't get any insight on. If you guys seen my my review of the behind the scenes content for season 4, there was Kathleen and Curtis Glader. They were wearing a different uniform completely. It was a black uniform. We don't get to see them. They're not part of the student council. So I'm assuming that's another segment within the school. No spoiler, guys, if you guys read the light novel. That's like, I feel like that's another segment within the school that I don't know what part they have to play, but I'm assuming that's a whole nother category within like the ranks or the roles of like battle mage and scholar mage. Maybe that's a different kind of mage. Who knows? But I'm excited to see that too. I wish we would have got some insight on those uniforms. But yeah, with all out the way, I rate this at 8.5. If you guys enjoyed this review and this discussion about this chapter, please feel free to smash that like button. Let's get 100 likes on this video. This is going to be a consistent thing on the channel. I'll be doing reviews on YouTube and reactions on Twitch and then on Patreon. So if you guys are enjoying this, please let me know in the comment section below too. And with the review, since this is the first one, let me know in the comment section if you guys want me to add certain things to the review to make it a little bit more fun and spice it up for you guys. I love listening to your guys' feedback. You know I'm one for the family. We're family, so we're together for this. So I really want to bring content that you guys enjoy the most. And yeah, if you guys have any recommendations, please let me know in the comment section below too. Smash that like button for me. Let's get 100 likes. Smash the sub button if you're not already part of the family. If you love beginning after the end content and you love my content, this is going to be the #1 channel to tune in every week to get that dummy dose of heat. So with that all out the way, I hope you guys all have a good day or night wherever you guys are from. And remember, don't stop leveling up. SavvyNut signing out.